Leo, thanks for joining me today. This is Megan with ADH Divinity, and welcome to your love reading. Before I start, I want to say that I was shuffling the cards and I kept splitting the deck to shuffle again, and the devil, every time I split the deck, the devil kept showing up. So I'm feeling like it's something that's really hard for you to break out of. There's something going on here that you can't really break out of regardless of how much you want to, and there's some type of addiction to this connection, or addiction to the comfortability that you have. I feel like you've been a part of something for so long, so I'm going to go ahead and check into that. Keep in mind, Leo, these messages are general, so not all these messages will resonate with you. If they do resonate, please keep those and do what you will with those messages. If they don't, leave them for somebody else, as they could very much so use them. Your hard work is paying off. Leo, please. The end of a tough cycle approaches. 2 Capricorns. You may have some Capricorn in your chart. This tough cycle, I'm feeling like I said, I feel like this has to do with work. I feel like these two have to do with work. So emotions are running high, and this transition from your career, I'm feeling like you possibly work very hard within the work that you do, and I feel like it's hard to break out of that because it has run its course here and it's time to move on to something bigger and better. And this has tired you out. This has completely exhausted you, because at one point it was something that was good for you, you really liked it, but we evolve as human beings, and you kind of have been back and forth on whether you want to release this. I feel like for some, we worked really hard to gain some stability in order to move on from this, and we wanted to get as much stability as we needed in order to move forward. And I feel like, because it's a new moon here, maybe your intentions were to, hey, you know what, I'm just going to grind really hard, and then when I'm done, and I have the tools to move forward and start something new. And I feel like that was the intention in the recent past, and now the end of a tough cycle approaches, and the time has come to release this. But this is going to hit you kind of hard right now because it's so comfortable. I'm feeling like this is so comfortable for you. You excel at it. You're very good at it. But these emotions are running high. I'm also feeling like this, whatever it is that you do has made you somewhat comfortable financially, and it's going to be very hard to move out of that need for stability, because you needed stability, you wanted stability, you're working hard, busybody. We're working hard, busybody, and you're realizing you want more than stability, so it's a compromise in your eyes. It's a compromise, like, you know, there's always in your head, they're like, well, if I do this, then there's this. If I do that, though, then it's a trade-off. There's polarities to everything. There's always gonna be something that you don't like and something that you do like, so you appreciate the positive aspect of what you're doing much more than the negative aspect. So we have to think about how we've evolved as human beings, right? So back, way back in the day, right, we've evolved and our brains have been programmed to focus more on a negative more so than a positive. That's why it's really hard to move out of these comfort zones, because, you know, when we were hunters and gatherers, cavemen or whatnot, we had to anticipate any negative, right? So then we go into fight or flight mode, and then we tire ourselves out, and then we keep reprogramming our brain a certain way, and then we keep anticipating these negative scenarios, which attracts more negative scenarios. So understanding that, you know, we pay attention more to the negative than the positive, but there's equal amounts of both. You're just so focused on the negative aspect, which is human nature. It's a matter of reprogramming your brain and accepting that every time we move forward, there's going to be some type of obstacle, but it's a matter of going, rising above it and getting to where you want to be, and it'll be that much greater of an experience that you never thought you would be able to. You never thought you'd be able to come to a goal like this, or something that you're just in lack about it. I'm feeling like you're in lack, so it's hard to move out of this, and that's why these emotions are running high here, and this work that you are doing, or whatever it is, Career-wise, you're realizing you need more purpose here, and the people that you're kind of around, or this person you're in connection with, may be really thrilled about it, or there may be some type of argument. Either or, I'm feeling like either or, you'd be thrilled about it, and then you're in your head, or vice versa, but there's going to be some type of growth that comes out of this, because this is something completely new. This is something you haven't dealt with for a very long time. You've been so stable, or you've been plugging away at something for a very long time, and you thought it could last forever. But the time is now, and the time is to move forward, and the time is to close the door on that chapter of your life. So let's see what's going on with the connection. Yeah, you feel defeated. Yeah, so you feel like, yeah, like you're feeling like a victim of your circumstances, and you're allowing yourself to feel that. These emotions are running high. You're allowing the emotions to flow. But you're going to get back up and take the lead and do what it is that you do, Leo, and find your niche. You're looking to discover more about yourself that you haven't been aware of. Four of Cups and the reverbs. Okay, so that's why, yeah, so you're looking into something new. You're looking into what can I do here now that this cycle has ended, and you're ready to take action. You just had to take this time. You're like, just give me a minute. I'm just going to lay here for a little bit, but I'll be ready. Don't worry. And that's what you're doing. You're like, I'll be ready. Don't worry. And you're operating out of this King of Wands energy after you feel to heal, because that end of the tough cycle is, yeah, this release. It's this release that you so desperately have wanted, and you finally gotten here, and you're ready to go on. I don't think you failed. I think this is something that you've been waiting for quite some time, and you just waited for the right time. You just wanted the right time to find your little outlet, and you found it. That's why I feel like we're eager to get up and move forward and kind of look at all our options here. And with this Four of Cups in the reverse, you're weighing out every single option. You're not passing up anything, but you're weighing them out. I also feel like what you've been doing in the past, and I'm not really sure this has to do with this connection that you may have with somebody, but I am feeling like you've been bored, and that's why you know, okay, it's time. You've been bored and you know it's time, but we've been holding on, like I said, waiting for that outlet, waiting for that time where we can kind of wiggle our way out of it. Yeah, we have a completely different emotional standpoint. Or shall I say emotional approach here. When I have to do this with this connection, I feel like there's someone in the past here that's kind of not sabotaging you on purpose, but I feel like there's someone in the past here that's kind of Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, yeah. I feel like there's someone in the past here that has been weighing you down a little bit, possibly an ex or some sort, and you've been in your head about this for quite some time, and that's why you're like, I'm ready to start new, start fresh, and kind of go on this new emotional journey, loving journey, or whatever it is, and pour my heart out to someone new and stop reminiscing on how I was a victim of the last relationship or connection, and stop going back into that state of negativity, because you're coming out of this and you're like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm ready to move forward, and I'm ready to come towards anybody that I find is a good match. And I feel like this Queen of Wands in the reverse is someone who had the potential and they had everything that you wanted, but they used it in they used their potential and their power and their intelligence, and they're, yeah, extremely charismatic, but they used it in a negative way, and that really rubbed you the wrong way. And you've been sitting in this, you felt backstabbed, you've been sitting in this for a very long time, but you've kind of I wouldn't say push it away, but you bring it up a lot. You bring it up, but you don't do anything with it. You just keep talking about it and bringing it up, but you're not letting it kind of release. So I feel like when this, like this change in your life, if it comes to, when it comes to your career, is kind of attached to this career you may have, maybe attached to an ex of some sort or someone else. I'm just feeling like it's an ex. It may be attached to an ex, and once you release, let that shit go, right? You don't forgive them, but you do the work in order to let that shit go so it doesn't affect you every time you talk about it and you get into a negative. You're kind of moving out of that and having some compassion and moving forward and realizing, you know, you're kind of the full package. And regardless of what this person may have done to you, you're just disappointed because you really thought that they were someone that you would spend the rest of your life with. You really thought it was a really powerful, strong, loving person, but it was a facade. They do have those qualities, but I'm feeling like they used it against you in a negative way, and you've been tied up in that for so long, but you're ready to kind of move forward and start this fresh again and court somebody or something new. You're just going to have a completely different emotional outlook because you're allowing these emotions to move through you, and you're not going to keep going back and talking about it. I'm feeling like we're just going to talk about it or do the work in order to transmute this and move forward, and you're going to be strong within yourself to start these new endeavors, this new career, start a new business, something like that. But you're weighing out all your options and doing what's necessary to do and seeing how your love life can be in addition to this as well. Yeah. You're the King of Swords, and I feel like this is the past, and now you're the King of Wands in the reverse. So, like I said, you've been stuck in this. This made you cruel. This made you cold-hearted towards, I don't think towards everybody, just towards this person. And there may be some type of blow-up. There may be some type of argument here with this person from the past. You may have kids with this person. You may still have some type of connection with this person that you've been trying to get rid of for a very long time. And this has made you cold. This has made you cold, not only with yourself, with others, and you're not used to that because you're very loving, you're very warm, and you kind of like to lift people up, but you've been down for so long, so you've been down for so long, you are kind of, it's exciting. You're moving into this energy once again that you know, you're restoring this part of you that you've lost for quite some time because of how this turned out. But I'm feeling like you're ready to release it, let that shit go, and move forward. It's kind of like your whole life is being rebooted. It's really cool. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see? You're ready to reshape your career, your emotional well-being, everything. You just want to start anew, clean slate. It's like a Monday. Just because Mondays are clean slates to me, you know, every week you start and it's completely new and anything can happen. And that's what you're ready to do. We've been sitting in this energy for so long, but you're ready to just release this shit and move out and kind of start fresh. Wipe the slate clean. Yeah, but it's a matter of making the moves too. I feel like we're in this heavy contemplation state, but yeah, make the moves that are necessary. But you're looking at every opportunity with an open mind, which is something that's really going to benefit you in the near future. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Yep. Doing that. You are never alone. Freedom is yours. Freedom, yeah, freedom from this connection that's been eating at you for so long. This has been eating at you for so long, and it's brought you down. You've had this unhealthy attachment to what happened to you in the past because we were in victim mode, and you're just like I said, you're just over it. And I feel like you're feeling support from your upstairs crew or some family or something like that, but you're realizing that, you know, as much as you thought you were the bad guy, or as much you thought this was your fault, people are still supporting you. You're still supported. You still have that love. You still have that love within yourself, and you still have that love for other people. You've just been blocked by the past. And you're, like I said, we're moving out of the past. We've been stuck in our heads about it, and it's kind of, this has caused us to be stuck in this work cycle or something mundane that we're just tired of. But you're looking for something new, and you're turning the knowledge of what this person has done and how it's shaped you into the wisdom to move forward. And you're gonna have a lot more tools in order to do so, because we've been learning so much about ourselves, and you have the tools now. You realize you have the ability to market yourself in a completely different way. You have the ability to shower someone with love in a completely different way than you did with this person, because this connection was just kind of rugged in the first place. It started off on a weird foot, and we kind of stuck with it due to our loyalty, but you're realizing that that's not how you want to live. Just because you made a vow, or just because you committed to somebody, doesn't necessarily mean that that's your person forever and you have to stay with them, because that's what you did in the past. And you're realizing that you're gonna go wherever your heart takes you, regardless of who the fuck says anything, because you have support no matter what. Yeah, you're ready to build something new. You're ready to start fresh. And like put things in the rear view mirror. I feel like we're going on, this is kind of like an awakening of some sorts, and we're headed down our soul journey right now. And it's something, like I said, it's completely different. You have no idea how to operate on this, but it is coinciding with everything. A part of your life is changing. Not just your job, not just your relationships, but everything, the whole thing. You're seeking that fulfillment. You're seeking that 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles type of deal. And we're at the first steps of that. But this is, I'm feeling like, yeah, your soul journey. And it's something that you're really excited. You're really excited to move forward. And if it takes honestly, I feel like however long it takes, you're okay with that, because of this big release that you've done and something that you've been waiting for quite some time. And if this hasn't happened yet, I feel like whatever realizations you have, or whatever realizations you have about this person that you are involved with, when it comes to their intentions, it just haven't been showed yet. I feel like this isn't going to be a huge, you know, fiery argument or blow up. I feel like you're just going to feel it within you, because you've been a part of this for such a long time, that you're just going to kindly say your goodbyes, farewell, and move forward in confidence. I feel like, you know, we're really excited for this. We're really excited to close this chapter, as hard as it may be, though. We're taking our time, but we're really excited. So that's, yeah, that's really good. No, but that's like the positive side of this. You know, when shit hits the fan, it can be difficult, but it's a matter of being gentle with yourself and getting that power back, which you are doing. So yeah, All right, Leo, I hope this was good for you. Don't forget to check out the subscription box below. I would highly recommend checking out the SOULMATE Union Program so you can see how, you know, to balance these relationships out, especially when your soulmate does come in. If this wasn't a soul tie, some type of, something that you're seeking, because you are seeking that soulmate energy. And this person, just because this person wasn't necessarily great to you doesn't necessarily mean they weren't your soulmate. Maybe a karmic, something like that. I'm feeling like it's karmic, just to teach you this lesson, just to teach you to allow things to end and move forward. Because we want to stay in a cycle for so long because it's comfortable. And if you're successful, yeah, but is your success really worth your sacrificing your emotional stability? Are you happy and all that type of stuff? And that's what you're seeking now, but you're gonna be happy in both aspects, not just one. You're gonna balance it out. Alrighty, Leo, I will see you next time. I hope this was good for you, and thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Megan with ADH Divinity.